What are we talking about today?
It's all about the. It's all about the. Got to get it always the same. It's like people like consistency.
Morning.
Morning. I forgot to get that video out. Geez, I'm slack. I'm slack. I haven't got the video out. But yeah. Was it Warren Thirot? Yeah. What a crazy last few months. Yes, it has been a crazy last few months. Todd bought himself a freaking motorcycle this morning on the Line app. Stewie from Newey, hello. And yeah, this is Story. Shori, yep. Yeah, so Dalo, congratulations, thanks, mate. The team is always part of how we play this game. I did, interestingly enough, you never know who's really following the program, of course, or what we're doing. Ralph, I actually got a message from Foreigner Joe. He's been watching my channel, the numbers and everything else, because I got pretty much as soon as it ticked over, I got a line message from him congratulating me. And I hadn't even announced it to anybody. He was right on the ball with that one. This is, some people just keeping an eye on the channel. Really sort of, took great appreciation that, somebody like Foreigner Joe has his finger on the pulse to say, quite good. Yeah, both who bought the Bitcoin dip? Well, it went down to 35 for a brief period there. That's as the Russians, needed to get some money to buy their nuclear arms, and then of course, everybody else, all the other bots went and bought back in to go. You know how it works. G'day, Mark. How you doing? Mark's due over here this year. He sort of said he's trying to get over here this year. I think things are getting better. What else we got? So motorcycle. So tell him what you bought.
Well, the original discussions was around the Suzuki Boulevard, the 800, but sort of being on the ground and being in Thailand, plans change. So I actually gone the Vulcan.
It's gone the Vulcan. It's gone the Vulcan route.
Yeah, I mean it's got the same engine as the CB that I'm currently riding. So
well, same size, it's not a 4-cylinder. Yeah.
No, same size. So my question was, being a big guy, whether a 650 would be enough to pull me out of trouble and everything like that. But after riding the CB, 650 is big enough, and put the deposit down. And the interesting thing, I actually did it all online, not online, but on the app Line, because it's one of the major communication channels here in Thailand, and everything was done. It's all sorted. They're delivering it on Monday, so then I get to bling it. That's
and blinging it. Yeah. We'll have different photos over the course of a period of few months as he changes things. We're gonna have to get
a video about it.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be videos about it. We're going to get the booster plug, because there's one that I haven't actually mentioned this little thing with the Vulcan, because it runs the Ninja motor, the 650 Ninja motor. The low end throttle is really quite tricky. But when you put the booster, what they call the booster plug modification, it's about $150 or $160 US. That really just smooths things out. It just richens the mixture up, and makes it run a lot more smoother at the low RPMs. So that's something you probably want to look into. But now that you'll have yours, you'll be able to come around here and you'll be able to try mine and compare it to yours and to see how much difference there is. That's one of the tricky things. You know, I bought it on recommendation from people, but you know, and of course, although one of my friends already had it, it was very hard to tell the difference because I really didn't have that side-by-side comparison. You know, but no, all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way the booster plug works.
Yeah,
of course.
The only modifications I'm doing straight away are foot pedals, of course.
Yeah.
I've got long legs, being almost 6 foot, and got to get your knee bend at that right angle. At the moment, it's about 75 degree under, so I've got to get it around the 90, so you're not stressing your kneecaps and everything like that.
That's it. That's right.
And the handlebars, getting the handlebars, because the handlebars pull me forward. I don't really want to be pulled forward that much, but you've got to have the bike first before you do any of that. So
Yeah.
Monday it's coming.
Monday coming. So I might eventually get out of bed early. You said 10 o'clock at your place, so I think I might ride around.
I think they said from 10 o'clock. So
from 10 o'clock. Oh well, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. 10 o'clock. God, you know, that's up yesterday.
Normally they're pretty good. Yeah, normally they're pretty good. Like all my deliveries, you get the message saying we're on our way, and about half an hour, 45 minutes later, they're at your door. So I haven't had any issues with any of the deliveries.
Bossa Nova. That's cheeky. Isn't your nickname Tripod Todd?
Thanks, boss.
Oh my God.
When I lived in Bali, I bought a brand new NMAX, which are pretty good to shoot around.
Yeah,
that's on his list. It's on his list. We're still we're tossing up whether NMAX or the XMAX. NMAX is better for those, you know, just up to the 7-Eleven and back. XMAX, then you got an option there. You might want to ride the XMAX into town, you know.
Yeah, I rented the NMAX, the XMAX for a while. I just think the NMAX is just better to get traffic.
Yep. Okay, that's a good point.
It's a little bit smaller. Yeah,
it doesn't look so dicky like sort of. I've got the option there with the Fino, but I have to admit it's a little bit girly. You know, it was bought for Chanya and Mum. Although I tend to ride it up to 7-Eleven, but I ride up to 7-Eleven. That's only up. You know, nobody here out this way gives a shit what you ride. Oh, but they do like. They do turn heads when they see the Vulcan coming, so it's one of those sort of things, you know. There is a little bit of prestige involved. Hello there to Luke M. G'day, Luke. Haven't spoken to you for a while. Anthony Sawyer. What else has we got? Thomas Ogden. Oh, he's actually here in the channel listening. He's just not giving us. Maybe he hasn't got his makeup on this morning. I'm sure.
He's multitasking, I bet you. I'll put money on it.
What are you doing, Oggy?
Me? Multitask? I'm just checking to see if you reset the server yet.
Oh, is that what you're doing? Yeah, well, give us 45 minutes and I'll start work on that. It's all right. Give me a break.
Arm or leg?
So who else have we got here? It's a guy, Todd Austin, sort of, you know, got a spanner, sort of keeps on typing something down there.
Keeping control.
Yeah, so like for those people who are not familiar with the numbers, I actually did pull the numbers out today, so let's just see if we can get this up, and I've got to share that screen to screens, share that screen to there, go live with that. Then I've got to tell it not to share that screen. That's right, confirm, so we get that off there. Right, then I do all the trickery. There we go, we can do that and ship that over there. There we go, and we just readjust that a bit. So September 22, 2019. This is pre-COVID. We cracked the 5,000 subscriber mark then. That was the first, you know. Oh, the channel's sort of going somewhere, you know, because like it took 3 years. That's basically I arrived on September 21, 2016, so it was 3 years to get to 5,000 subscribers, and that was a bit of a sort of, you know, it was always you know you're going to make it. You know you sort of get it on. When I say make it, I don't make what. I'm not fucking Casey Neistat for crying out loud. But it's always good to see the fact that they get some steady growth. Then of course we clocked up to 6,000 subscribers. That was almost a year later. So it took a year to go from 5,000 to 6,000. It took 3 years to go from 0 to 5,000. That sort of was 6,000. That was the next milestone that seemed to sort of tick over. Download. Don't forget us little people. You have been watching before. YouTube sensation. Oh my God. Anyway, so nearly a year, so it's 11 months passed to get the 6,000. Then it was that's January, so that was 7 months to hit the 7,000 subscriber mark. So that's January. This is just the time. That was about when COVID started, I think, when we first noticed that that pandemic was happening, wasn't it? Or was it 20? No, the pandemic happened here. It was 2020, wasn't it? Jeez, I'm not really paying attention. That's a year into the pandemic. There we go. Then we hit 8,000 in May, so things have started to ramp up a little bit. They sort of on a steady climb. Then November 22, so that's May, June, July, August, September, October, November. That was 6 months to 6 months to make 9. So it's November, and it's now we did the 10. So it's sort of going from nice to November, December, January. So that's 3 months to get the 10,000. So things have really started to move forward, and I really don't know whether that's the algorithms. They start to sort of see that the numbers are a bit more consistent. If I look at my social graph here, there was a pickup. They sort of started a bit of a that's the 8,500. I'm not quite sure what really was happening there. I know I did a spate. I was trying to get about 4 videos out a week over a period of a month there, and it was a bit of hard work again. But there's a lot of things happening. That was when when they were starting to open things up again, and then of course it all shut down again. So there was a bit of lift in the numbers of people watching, because it sort of this period of time, September through to November, this is our peak time for, I think, your tourists coming, so they're trying to find out information about Thailand, so that's why you start to see an increase. But that seemed to rock the boat, and it kept it sort of steadily increased. So a bit of a dip there. I'm not quite sure what happened there. That was over 1 week. It just dipped down there, and I suppose that's the aftermath of January, because I think the videos coming out, they've been a bit sporadic over the January period because of all the other shit going off. But and so we get back into a steady pattern. So it's been a consistent growth pattern. But some of the channels you see on YouTube, they just bathtub curve. I don't know how they do that. But I'm happy we got there. The only thing I'm unhappy about now is the way that the numbers are reported on your channel, which is the fact that they only do 3 significant figures. So when you're 9K, so you see the climb for every 10 subscribers on the channel, which keeps you encouraged, because you're not always going to your studio to look at what's going on. You only look at the numbers on the main page, and it's always 9, 6 something or other. Like you can see it every 10 as it climbs up. But now it goes to 10, it goes to you lose 1 figure, so you'll only actually see the numbers go up every 100 now, which it always seems to go slower, but again it lends credibility, I guess. Credibility, sort of, yeah. If I took the thing a bit more seriously, maybe we'd be a bit more credible, who knows.
Your channel, so you can't get more credible than that.
Yeah, I'm thinking of naming my YouTube channel after my favourite town in NZ. Waikikikau. Money talk. Love your content, mate. If you improved your thumbnails and titles, it'd be look. I know, but this is one of the hardest things to deal with, in because everything I do is pretty much random. And nothing. Well, we got something coming up. We thought about a new, as part of the Insider series. We went to a place yesterday. Let me just get back to the full screen. Went to a place yesterday, which is a cigar bar. Is that what you call it? What was it called? What was the name of the place? I didn't take a photo.
Cigar lounge.
It's a cigar lounge, yes, and they got a little upstairs little area with Chesterfield, leather Chesterfield sofas, and and they got single malt Scotch whiskies, and so we popped in there after our morning coffee with the gang. Met up with one of our mates, and he took us down there, and we're sitting up there for about an hour and a half, solving the problems of the world, smoking a stogie, sipping on the single malt Scotch whiskies, and it was going through my mind, if we set up with 2 or 3 cameras here, we could really sort of start to get into a one of those sort of solve the problems of the world type sort of discussions. What we were talking about, technology and it would have been sort of
universe and everything.
It was one of those life, the universe, and everything sort of things. And I thought it actually might make an interesting video. If you'd got all the face shots and the wide angle view and everything else, and did the camera angling thing, and set up the microphones in the middle, and got good audio, it might make an interesting sort of insider, addition to the Insider series, at least. Anyway, I wouldn't sort of say I'm going to change the Insider series. The Insider series is only sort of starting to launch now. Things are going to be moving along. I've got a video on the can for our bike ride from last Monday. There's General Desperado. G'day, how you doing, Jen? Have you solved your Discord issue? Because I can send you another invite to the channel if you want. Yum cigars and single malt. Yes, exactly, boss. I'm sure you'll be in. He'll be into that as well. They're not just cheap cigars. Like I made a comment yesterday, like the small thing I was smoking. God, that's like 10 packets of L&M, isn't it? For one cigar. It was 650 baht for just one cigar, but it was Cuban, I guess. And I'm not a smoker, but it is a Cuban. I think you make exceptions to it, exceptions to the rules. It's like when your mate's wife has a baby, have a cigar, But again, when that's happened, we've been limited in Australia to cheap, Willem twos. That's not a cigar. They're just junk compared to these Cubans. And I have to sort of say, I do like a Cuban cigar, that is. Made in soy Cuba. The Cuban sandwich. I'm not going to go and ask what that means.
No, they have a sandwich it's called a Cuban. It's thinly sliced pork and got some other things on it. It's really good.
I'm just looking through the list there. I think we're going to, if I can see Jen here, maybe I can see Jen on his channel there. Yep, okay, let's sort of invite to there. Just sent you an invite there, Jen. Hopefully that is you, because the other one, I blocked the other one. It's up to you, of course. You don't have to join my server. I know where you live. Now, where were we?
Yeah.
What's this Ben doing? I didn't even look at what's his little, you smoke? Oh, yeah. What a dick.
Yep.
Okay, you got an opinion. There you go. It's not worth shit. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Well, Andy Stubbs is there. G'day, Andy. I missed you there.
Oops, as well.
And go hopping. That's right. Though go. No, I missed it again because I'm getting too slow in my old age. Yeah. Anyway, so where was I going with that? Yeah. So just the whole idea of this lounge was just one of those things. We just vegged out there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It was really good, yeah. I think we could make a video out of that. Oh, Jay, just go away. I still don't understand these people. You're so dumb, you still don't know what it means when they have gender reassignment, which is quite publicly known, right? You're so dumb, so fucking stupidly dumb. You're not even worth the words I'm using. Oh my God. But anyway, some people are stupid, that's all. Hey Andy. Anyway, moving right along. So yesterday's little outings, we introduced Psycho to B-52s. What was it? I don't know.
B-52s.
Yeah, some people, Jen. That's exactly right. So, and I actually didn't spill when I did my special illusion. I didn't blow it up this time. Last time I did the illusion, I was holding the top of the shaker with one finger, and it just, if you've ever done an illusion mix, the can gets really cold very fast, and if you're not holding with two hands, the top can blow off because it gets a bit of pressure behind it. And I lost a few shots at it last time I did it, and I've been embarrassed to go and try it again. But she's still a lot of stuff there, so I made some illusion shots. And what else did we drink? Oh, that's right, her typical Jaeger Red Bulls. Jaeger Red Bulls. They were fun.
What else do we have?
Money talk. What happened between me and Johnny? Well, it's up to Johnny. I've got no issue with Johnny. Johnny seems to have an issue with me, and I just leave it at that. If Johnny wants to have a chat, he's quite welcome to come on as well. But I've always sort of said that for the last, when did we fall out? 4 years ago? Yeah. But that's Johnny. That's Johnny. It's got nothing to do with me. It's just Johnny. Yeah, that's right. It was a while back. Yeah. Oh, there he is.
There, I made it.
You made it, and he's very loud. Hold on, because that's a new account, isn't it? Let me just adjust you down to the normal volumes. Give us a sound check there, Jen.
Okay, you got me this time.
Yeah, that's right. The quick brown fox.
I'll talk really loud just to throw your sound.
Is that right? Yeah. Money talk. Yeah, I know what it was about. Misinformation, basically, and I leave it at that. He never wanted to get the real side of the story about that one. It's up to him. Something was said at a table which was misconstrued. Right, I have two people that were at that same table when that was the discussion was on. Right, I don't want to pull those people into the discussion to actually verify what was really said. I don't have to defend anything. It's a miscommunication somewhere. I don't need to deal with it, right? But ever since then, Johnny's just had his bee in a bonnet about it. It's up to him. He's quite welcome to come back and be part of the gang. It's nothing to do with me. Anyway, we don't like to talk about other vloggers here in Thailand who aren't pleasant, so let's just skip the subject. But as I said, I don't have an issue with Johnny. Johnny seems to have an issue with me, so it's up to him. But anyway, moving right along. Back in Pattaya for a few days, and then back to Bangkok for a few days, and over to Hoi An for a drive. Yeah, okay. Well, Andy, so what days are you in Bangkok? Because we'd like to catch up, maybe. Do you need a haircut or something? We can meet you at the salon. Meet you halfway. Caprio, which shaker did you put your finger over the Oh, really? We've got a bunch of idiots on today. There you go.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
Well, looks like I've got 3 or 4 new subscribers because, like, we've got subscriber mode on. So these are people who have subscribed to the channel at some stage. You know, it's just another subscriber number, whatever. All good. Does my SEO great? You know, lifts my SEO, as they say. Anyway, what else are we doing? Yeah, so we're launching the Imperion. We're doing a wipe this afternoon. In about half an hour, we're doing a wipe and relaunching the new campaign. Well, I said, you know, you get, they are certainly coming to the woodwork today. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so we got that happening today. As soon as we finish up here, I'll get the, you know, plug it in, do the wipe and get reset, and that's probably what I'm going to be doing this afternoon, playing some games. Yeah, and as for Monday, so again, 10 o'clock in the morning. That's, you know, like I was up at 8 yesterday, or I was up at 8 on Wednesday for our lunch date because she wanted to be there. We had that video. We actually had to be there at 12:30, you know, to get the, you know, that was when our appointment or our booking was. You know, and it's the first time really in Thailand, you know, I've ever been called to a, you know, an appointment booking for lunch, which was quite a novel idea. But, you know, so we were planning to, you know, be ready at 11 anyway, so we got the 25 minutes past 11, and Chanya's still, you know, not quite ready, and I'm going, darling, you know, you didn't realise it's 55 minutes from here to the location, and that's without traffic. We need to get moving. And I took a back way through, you know, some of the more rural area, and managed to make up a few minutes. We just got there 3 minutes before 12:30, which I thought was pretty good.
Was a beautiful place, but
oh yeah, it was a charming place. I was a bit concerned about all the background music because there were a lot of commercial music in the background, but seemed to all work all right. It's one of those sort of things. So I've actually had a couple of videos I've just simply not put up because, you know, like you've got, you know, it's just one of those things. As soon as you upload it, it does what they call the music strike. And quite frankly, I'm not putting any content out that pays any freaking recording artist because their music is in the background. Right? That just seems to be so freaking wrong, you know. Stuff them. So yeah, so I just said some of those videos just don't go up, but you know, that's why we put videos up, you know, 24 hours before they go live, you know, give it a chance for the algorithm to sort of search through them, sort of, you know, if they do it, then I can pull it down and you know, do something with it, tweak the audio track or cut up the audio track a bit so that you don't get the, you know, confuse the algorithm, so to speak. Do I have any real estate in Australia? No, but Todd does. No, I completely sold up when I came here, so I'd have nothing in Australia apart from my daughter. That's it.
That was the second part from Money Talk. He said, with all due respect, how do you make money to stay over there in Thailand? That was his first question.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Well, I have investments, and I have a cash fund as well. So you know, it's all good. I don't make. Well, we make pocket money off YouTube. You know, YouTube used to make some serious cash back in this. You know, in the mid tens of 2000. So 2015, 2016, there was actually some, you know, half decent money. If you had 10,000 subscribers with, you know, the average of 2,000 views per video, sort of thing, that would be a nice little, you know, you know, pocket money thing, you know. But now it's, you know, if you had any idea how proliferated with the junk on YouTube is, it's, you know, yeah, and the advertisers aren't you know, all, anyway, I'm not going to go into the whole YouTube story. It's just it's a load of bullshit. But yeah, I don't mind. It buys her address every so often, so it's all good. have I ever worn braces on trousers? Only for a fancy dress. I've never really needed it. Braces on trousers? Who does that shit anymore? You know, I'm not that old.
My grandfather did.
Yeah.
Wazza doesn't wear them on trousers, he wears them on his shorts.
That's it, yeah, that's it, yeah. You've seen the old guys that pull their shorts up to their fucking nipples.
Oh,
Yeah?
just,
That was the image that was the image that just came to mind then. I make $2,000 a month from YouTube. Oh yeah, and I have 5k subs. It does depend on the content and what the advertisers are doing. I'd have to check what you're doing there. And I think you're doing the money talk thing, so people, it's not my forte. I'm guessing by the name of the channel there. But again, it's what you're doing. Is that totally AdSense, or is that that's through what they call third-party additionals? I'm limited to what I can do. So if I'm registered with YouTube in Australia, right, it doesn't affect the Thailand immigration bullshit, the can't work in Thailand thing. But if I started, doing other sidelines attached to the YouTube, then it comes into a bit of a grey area, which I'm trying to avoid. So our YouTube basically has to rely on AdSense for any sort of cash input, which can be registered through Australia. I have looked at Teespring and a few other things for merchandising, but unfortunately none of those allow you to actually geo-block Thailand, which is what I need to do. Any of that sort of third-party marketing, I have to look at the fact that I have to geo-block Thailand, so I can't fall into that bucket of the making money in Thailand. So it's a real confusing thing. I've got my website that could probably if I get an expert to look at it, I could probably work something out there, but outside that I really don't know. Do bars that play commercial music that anyone can hear as a passerby have to pay? Well, in Australia, yes, they do. In Australia, there's the APRA licensing. Even music on hold in Australia, it falls under the APRA licensing deal. I know when I ran a business in Australia, because we had 4 phones in the office, I had to pay the APRA fees for the music on hold based on 4 telephones. It's bizarre, but that's it. They're all after money. I don't know how it works over here because I've got no clue about how it works over here. I assume that there is some sort of licensing fee involved, but it's just like here, everything in Thailand. Well, does it get enforced? They can't even get motorcyclists to wear hats, let alone sort of pay licensing fees. It's one of those sort of things.
I think it's pretty much the same all over Southeast Asia. I think they just go after the corporates, not like the small little restaurants. It's different in Australia. They go after anybody who's got. That's it.
That's it. I basically, they called me and they sort of said that we're sort of, like you're registered with the SEC or whatever, whatever the fucking commission is, you've got your name as a company, privately limited company, and I'm pretty sure they have people just run around and make phone calls and, you got music on hold. Next thing you have your phone call, and do you realise that you're putting public broadcast music through your speaker system, blah blah blah. There is a licensing fee involved there, blah blah blah. We'll send somebody out. We'll send the paperwork out today, and whatever. Whether that happens in Thailand, I got no idea. Okay, you do affiliate marketing with NordVPN too, which has been really good. Yeah, again, I would like to do that with ExpressVPN because that's the VPN provider I use. I think that that's a better product, but they haven't reached out to me. I haven't reached out to them, and if they did reach out, then I might do that. But I've only been approached by 2 companies to do affiliate marketing. One was Banggood, which is an opposing company to Lazada. They said that we'd like to get involved with you and do affiliate marketing, and I'm going, but I don't use you. I don't use Banggood. I don't like your website. I don't like your app, right? Why would you call me and then expect me to do affiliate marketing for something I don't use? And they said, well, we're very good, and I'm going, but I don't use you. I would be lying, right? And if you know me and what we stand for, this is a no bullshit channel, End of story. I'm not going to bullshit people. People come to me for advice, for the down to earth, no bullshit approach. I'm not going to put fluff around it, and I'm not going to deal with any of that shit as well. But yeah, they don't understand. I can't remember. There's another company did the same thing. I said, no idea who you are. I think my reply to them was said, but honestly, have you really looked at the content of my? I don't see how there is any overlap. Just take your find somebody else to harass. Anyway,
there is websites out there for YouTubers to go onto, and then like advertisers will go on there and say, okay, and then they make up deals for you and you agree to that, and then you sort of put their brand on your video, and that's how you make a little bit more money. But I know there's stuff like that out there.
Oh yeah, but again, that's sort of I'm still trying to keep this whole thing under that hobby business sort of hobby thing. Yeah. Just to avoid all the the bullshit. And really, it's what I make here. It's all given to Chanya anyway. But I suppose that's a grey area too. Anyway, Wazza, when in a Thai vegetarian restaurant and the waitress brings you an order and says, would you like me to toss your salad? Do you one laugh, politely decline, and tell her you're married? Well, to start with, one, you'd never find me in a vegetarian restaurant to start with, so that's a bit of a long call on that one. But yeah, if I would probably laugh because I don't think they'd understand what they're actually asked anyway. But I only thought you approach them. Again, it really just that's when you start to you're broaching that I'm now running a business sort of angle. If they approach me, then I feel separated from the equation. So ExpressVPN, which is the VPN I use, if they approach me, yes, I would then negotiate because I think it's a good product. We used to have sort of the referral marketing with LastPass, but they stopped that about 3 years ago as well. But if LastPass came and asked me about the referral, I would get on board. I think everybody should be using LastPass or a password manager, but that's just my opinion. I think my opinion is worth something. I'm an IT engineer, or I was an IT engineer for 30 freaking years. I sort of know basically how it all works. Anyway, moving right along. Andy's heading to Chonburi area soon. Okay, good. Good luck typing that into. They're having a sort of side conversation inside the chat, are they? But anyway, I think we answered all the questions, didn't we? Were there any other questions? Interesting how I managed to type something in there without really sort of hitting the keyboard.
Yeah, got rid of that.
Yeah, I know, it's all right. You guys do a good job. I don't sort of see if they don't know me by now. It really doesn't bother me. All they're doing is just helping the channel. That's all they're doing. What they say has no effect on the core group that watch this channel. Right? We only sit here and laugh. You think Thai government would have an issue with you doing affiliate marketing? Well, it's a grey area. Now, I haven't heard in the 5 years I've been living here, I haven't heard of anybody running YouTube and being involved in YouTube and doing affiliate marketing ever running afoul with the taxation system here in Thailand. And there's a few of them out there doing it. So, but it's better not to cross the line rather than to try to defend the line. At the moment, I'd rather be more involved in they've got a bill in Parliament right now, which is the same-sex marriage or the same-sex union deal that was tabled 3 years ago, or just before COVID started, and just basically got sidelined because COVID took precedence, and it's been modified and resubmitted in the last week or two. We're hopefully just seeing that thing. It gives me an option to think, well, yeah, then we can really start to look at a marriage union between me and her. We've been together 13 years. I've got no problems with it, but it has to be advantageous to me. With the advantages might mean the fact that we could seriously look at the business option, expanding this salon for her and getting involved in that. Me being sort of silent partner, drawing, getting, we'll have employees, and I'll be able to get an OB license and what they call a work visa. Once I've got a work visa, because I'm a businessman, right, changes the whole equation, right? Then I can start to get involved in that sort of shit. But yeah, that's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm still really trying to build a core group of people. This is a gang. Where as Todd's laughing, the wily wombat riders. That's our gang.
I've got to look at getting those t-shirts done. Susie got some new t-shirts done a couple of months ago, so they were embroidered. So I might sort of find out
where she got them. I don't remember what we
got those done. So boss, Thai lessons are going awesome. We were at Susie's spa last night, and she was quizzing me and testing me and making sure that I was doing the right pronunciation, because that's what I'm finding, and Cody's finding the same thing with
this is what this is for Chanya, of course. I don't think that's going to come through. I have to turn the camera. Let me see if I can get the camera working. Hold on.
You get that last night?
Yeah, she gave it to me last night.
No.
Oh, come on. Really? Come on. Where's the freaking software? Yeah, I can't easily do it, but it's an apron. If you get an idea of the apron, yeah. So Susie had one on a couple of weeks ago, and I said, "Oh, that'd be great for Chanya when she's doing the barbecue." More than likely, she's going to make me wear it when I'm doing the barbecue, but that's that'd be one of
right.
But it was cute. I thought that was good. What's there? Well, there was a Todd house. Yeah, okay, we've done that. Question: what's the next big thing for you? Well, that's what I'm alluding to. Where do we go from here? I'm happy with. Excuse me, and my darling.
What you say?
Oh, darling. Oh, look, just in time. Hat for you. Here, come.
For you told me for
put on.
small bed,
No, small breast.
Leo and big, and this one small.
This one small. Can't put on.
Yeah, no, it's small bed. This one small bed. This one and Leo.
Yeah. Oh, sexy. Oh, my sis. Oh my God. Oh my God. So if I could turn the yeah. Anyways. Oh, so sexy, darling. Now go work.
Yep.
Go.
Bye.
Bye bye. Okie doke. Yeah. So I got completely sidetracked there. Yeah. So.
Focus, will ya?
So there is, like, I'm happy with the retirement visa. We comply with that. I've got no problem with that. And my plan was always to be on the retirement visa sort of process. the alternatives are, an OB license. We've got the salon. She's always had a dream of having many salons. Again, I don't know how that really works for picking the right people, and there's a lot of trust involved, and that's something that I think Thais are very careful about who they trust with, because the fact that you're not at every salon, and you've got to put cameras in to make sure that they don't skim the till and all that sort of stuff, and that's a whole different sort of story, but that'll be up to her. But potentially there's a business angle where we could really work on the beauty salon sort of type style of things. The question was, what's the next big move? Next big move? I'm not quite sure following. I'm not moving anywhere.
I think maybe it's the next big move in your YouTube channel.
Oh, I don't know. Well, we're about to launch the Bangkok Bikers video, which is because Todd's finally got his bike, so we'll be doing some ride videos and a bit of commentary along the way, and they will come out as usually a 20-minute video. We're going somewhere where there's a few shots of where we're going and going somewhere else or coming home or whatever, which will be a 20-minute video, maybe 15-minute video with a little bit of ride video, but there will always be the long play version, so that for those people that really want to sort of see Bangkok and riding and the conditions and everything else while we're just chatting along the road, there will always be that, but they'll never be public videos. They'll just be sort of unlisted, but there'll be links to them, if you know where to find the links. What else is there? So we've got the Bangkok Insider. We've been talking about other things, like just that little Klong thing from Wednesday. I was just saying to Todd that it's a whole, Bangkok's called the Asian Venice. It goes by one of those names, and they're doing a whole lot of gentrification around Bangkok. And from what I've seen from Richard Barrow's work, it's really quite pretty, and really well done. And I just still haven't got in there to go and check it all out. Like we were gonna go and do Hulang Pong Station in January, but then of course I got that COVID shit. So that sort of put that was my 10 days in quarantine, or self-quarantine, if you know what I mean. Sort of missed the boat on that one. It may still be open. I haven't even looked into it. Totally, Andy. My Android phone makes clickable links out of some combination of two words in a what does Susie?
I'd accidentally putting a full stop in it.
Oh yes, that's right. You make sure you put a space when you put proper command, and the AI doesn't know.
I do that all the time. Fat fingers and small keys.
Yeah, it just forgot a space. That's all it is. Yeah. What does Susie use to show AFL and NO? I've never really looked at it. She's got
iBean, I think from memory, which is a UK satellite system.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably one of those sort of free satellite systems that you put in, and there's no ongoing charges. There's a lot of that stuff goes around in Thailand. They've hacked the frequency or something like that. I know that we had an IP something or other set-top box back in the other house. And all you do, you pay $1,500 for 1,500 baht for the box, and you get all this, satellite TV, and I'm pretty sure that satellite TV is stuff you have to pay for, but somehow they've hacked the system. Who knows how it works? But it's quite common here in Thailand. Dale, I love the road review. I think the one that'll be, hopefully I'll get to it tomorrow or Monday. It's a bit of it. Doing these ones there's a lot of edit involved, because I've got different audios can be spliced into different videos and everything else. And to do it right, I've got to do the audio track first, right? Do the audio track overlays, then I've got to then match up the video again, and then bring in the second video feed. And it's like, as opposed to a normal vlog, which maybe takes an hour to edit, these things take 4 to 6 hours to edit, and it's a bit of a long play, and get the idea. It's just more. I use the IPTV, gives us over 80,000 channels. I think that's the thing, but you don't pay for it as far as I know. They're all. You've actually got a paid system, okay? The one we had was the same thing, but you only pay for it once. They've hacked the broadcast somehow, and don't ask me how that works. We haven't put it on here though. She's only got free to. We only just put the aerial on the roof the other day. But they've finally got free-to-air TV with an aerial cable. Before that show, they were just relying on what was being broadcast across the net. Yeah, well, $200 a month for 80,000 channels. But again, 79,997 of them are all Thai. There's only 3 ones for foreigners in there, and usually it's really badly dubbed anyway. It's probably not that bad, I'm pretty sure, but anyway. I don't watch that stuff, so I don't pay any attention to it. So, Jen, I was going to ask you, so what finally happened with the Discord thing, with the person that managed to get a hold of your account? What happened there?
Well, they wiped my Discord completely.
Yeah.
So I've got none of anything. So Discord's finally given me old counter back. The account is back, but I can't do anything with it anyway because there's nothing there. So I've just started this one, start from scratch again, but I had to change my IP, sort that out.
Really?
And now I'm waiting for them to refund me Nitro. Discord is pathetic as far as customer service.
Yeah, I put a couple of support calls into a few things that I found that needed to be fixed on Discord, and you just get back to not honest.
Gilded is a lot better.
Yeah, but I was talking to Psycho about Gilded the other day as well, or yesterday, and he had a few comments that, I'd have to say that's the other side of the story. But would I change? Nah, it's enough getting sort of the Luddites into Discord, trying to get them into something new. But I think I'll stick with Discord.
Unless you really have to.
Yeah, I actually remember when everybody was on TeamSpeak.
Yeah, well, I still got a TeamSpeak account, but I've been waiting for TeamSpeak 5 because I suppose that's got going to be all bells and whistles.
It's due out soon.
Well, it's been due out soon for the last 3 years.
Yeah, there's finally been an announcement, but what's that going to do? I don't know. They're good with announcements.
That's it, announcement. You've only got another 2 years to wait. It's what's going to come out first. Star Citizen being released or TeamSpeak 5.
Probably Star Citizen, I'd say.
TeamSpeak 7, probably.
TeamSpeak 7, yeah.
But you got to ask yourself, is it going to be better than Discord? And I don't think it will be.
Yeah, well, from the pictures I've seen from TeamSpeak, that they seem to have listened to feedback and they're building something new. But yeah, Discord's it's just simplistic. It works. It does. It's all that's necessary.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to get out. Of course, all the APIs and all the bots and everything else have been built for Discord. They're probably easily supportable to that new one that's out, but I don't know. It works for me, and nobody's decided to try to hack my Discord account yet.
They hadn't tried to do mine either until the other week.
Yeah, but
Bastards. I don't know what happened there.
It's obviously sort of.
Something weird. But
I assume you have really complex passwords and all that sort of stuff, like you should do.
Yeah. Even more so now. I've got I have a password manager, so
yep.
It's and 2-factor authentication on it.
Yep, and I've got two-factor on this one as well. But
Yeah, so it's
they are weird,
weird, but anyway.
how these things happen. But it's all it's what we expect, I guess.
It's the world we live in.
Anyway, so anyone time? Yep. So and coming up next week, I'll ride to Todd's place to see the bike delivered. But at 1 o'clock, he's got his first. No, it's Tuesday. Tuesday, 1 o'clock. You've got your first Thai lesson.
Yes,
Yeah.
the first official one. I've had a couple to lead me into it and everything like that. But yeah, back to, I think you call it full-time study of 5 days a week for a month, and then I might have a break to consolidate everything because I don't want the old grey matter to overload, and then go back for another month, and then I have a break, go back for another month just to consolidate everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've been
Nice.
he's been building new neural synaptic connections with all the gaming recently. He's almost hitting overload. You're looking for the RAM chip upgrade yet, or what?
Yeah, getting into Empyrean big time. Even had a go at Star Citizen and love that. I'm yet to do Arc. I want to test Arc, but I'm enjoying Empyrean.
How is the new computer going?
Awesome. Yeah. We did have a little hiccup. I think we spoke about that a couple of weeks ago, but took it straight back to JIB where I got it from and had it fixed within an hour. So we went and got lunch, come back, it was fixed. So.
That was just a BIOS update, and they resetted the RAM, and it seemed to be fun. It wasn't showing RAM problems. Basically the test programs we looked at, it seemed to be sort of a CPU issue. But yeah, they just resetted the RAM, flashed the BIOS, and away we went. So it's all good. Anyway, I don't think we've missed anything. I've got a duck out now. Okay, take care. It's good to have you along, Jack. Gator Jake. I think we just call him Jake, not the Gator. With 2 minutes to go, so we might as well just wrap it up here. I think nothing else. We got Stephen Monash hasn't come on to tell us to play the music yet. So
it's got 2 minutes. You can't chip in 2 minutes.
I saw him on earlier, so he's out there floating around somewhere.
He's around. He's around. You saw him in the round. Okay, fair enough. But anyway, for all those people who have been following the channel, yes, we did the 10k subs, and where we go from here. Let's hope the algorithm starts to work better for me. I don't know. I'm actually seeing less comments, and I don't know whether just people are just amused with the videos, or they're just not worth commenting on anymore. People just aren't really as interactive on the channel, on the comment section as they used to be. And I just think that's the nature of what we've got with YouTube. And I've seen some big channels with hardly any comments on them, big long play videos, unless of course you have a contentious subject where the armchair critics want to get involved. That's when things start to really hot up on the discussion. But I'm not critical with anything. So we're talking about there's Bosnia. Well, not Bosnia. We're talking about what's the country that Russia invaded?
Ukraine.
The Ukraine issue this morning. Yes. There was something that Dan Cheeseman sort of posted on his thing, which was supposedly the other narrative from the other side, which was quite interesting to read. If you know Dan Cheeseman, it's on his post and on Facebook. You can go and read it yourself. I'm not going to read it. But yeah, what is the right narrative? What's going on? As far as we're concerned, it's all about the resources that they have there, because they're quite resource rich, and the West and the East both want the resources. It all comes down to who wants to. It all comes down to the money. If people haven't worked that out now, then you're voting for the wrong people. Anyway, what else we got? Check out Ukraine metal band Ginger. Ginger. Okay, well, we'll see that one. Look, I feel sorry for the people who are in the middle of that. Honestly, war is so Neanderthal in our modern society. But unfortunately, the people with the bigger guns seem to want to shoot people. That's it. What can you do? Life is being run by Neanderthals. We need to sort that problem out, and we can get down to maybe the aliens will come visit us. Who knows? And yeah, okay, ginger is fantastic. Okay, well, that's a second opinion. We'll have to go and check it out. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up. Get out of here. Get out of your face. There we go. 38 or 40 seconds to go. Where's my song? Closing screen. Story. Oggy. Well, we're going to hang out, but and we're still going to stick around. You want to chat? Pop in, say hello. Other than that, we'll catch you next week, and stay tuned. Bye for now. Giving a thing for the Patreons and members. There you go.
Hey, just a question.